Pastor Kareem here with this week's Reset for Life moment. I don't know about you, but sometimes I look at where I am in life and I say, man, why is it that I don't have this or that I don't have that? There's things that I reflect on where it's like, I really felt as though the Lord was going to bless me with this or that he was going to help me accomplish that, but it hasn't happened. And not too long ago, I got really frustrated with God. And I got really raw with him and I asked God, like, what's up? Like, why don't you want to give me these things? It's not like these are outrageous requests. Now, just a quick sidebar. I just want to let you know that it's okay to be honest and show frustration to God. We see it all throughout Scripture, especially within the Psalms. And so this was one of those moments for me. And here is what I felt the Lord say to me. He said, son, I want to give you these things, but sometimes you're going to be David and sometimes you're going to be Solomon. I didn't understand what he meant at first, but then I was led first to 1 Kings chapter 5 and then 1 Chronicles 17. So at 1 Kings chapter 5, King David has passed away and has given over his throne to his son. But before David passed away, if you go to 1 Chronicles 17, you will see that he wanted to build a temple of the Lord to host the Ark of the Covenant, which was not a bad thing. So he makes the preparations to build it, but God ends up telling him that he is not going to be the one to see the temple built, but instead his offspring that will succeed him, which ends up being Solomon. And so in 1 Kings chapter 5, it starts off with Hiram, king of Tyre, who heard that Solomon had been anointed king to succeed his father David. And he sends his people to Solomon because he had always been on friendly terms with his dad, King David. And what ends up happening is Solomon sends this following message at chapter 3 of 1 Kings chapter 5 back to Hiram, king of Tyre, through his people. He says this, you know that because of the wars waged against my father David from all sides, he could not build a temple for the name of the Lord, his God, until the Lord put his enemies under his feet. But now the Lord my God has given me rest on every side, and there is no adversary or disaster. And so I intend, therefore, to build a temple for the name of the Lord my God, as the Lord told my father David when he said, your son, whom I will put on the throne in your place, will build the temple for my name. And so the Lord told me, sometimes you're going to be David, and sometimes you're going to be Solomon. And what he meant by that is I can do everything right, but sometimes the things that I want to build for the Lord or see happen, unfortunately, is not going to happen in my lifetime. But I'm laying the groundwork for the generations after me. And so sometimes you're going to be David, and really what he is saying is you're going to have to be content in whatever that is, and trust in the plans of God. Or sometimes you're going to be Solomon. And if that is you, the people before you have laid the groundwork and have gone through the hardships so that you can have a better life and experience the things with God that they weren't able to do. So if that is you, you have to be like Solomon and recognize the blessings of your heritage and be faithful to build your temple and bring to fruition the things that the people before you have fought to pave the way for. So maybe this week, ask God, with the things that you're desiring, are they things where you just got to be content with building for the future like David? Or maybe you're Solomon and you have to be super blessed and recognize that you're super blessed. And I encourage you to first take some time and thank those before you, but also be diligent and faithful, taking what has been given to you and build your temple. Because it would be a shame not to capitalize off the sacrifices of those before you. I'm Pastor Kareem, and that was your Reset for Life moment.